Good morning, children. Welcome to today's science class. Yes, children, you all know that we are learning block 6 more about insects. Yes, in today's class, we are going to learn more about some more factors about the insects. Are you all ready? Yes. Now, children, when we take our life, yes, in the previous class, we learned about the different types of insects, where do they live, what do they eat, and also their lifespan. Do you remember? So when we talk about the lifespan, how long the insect will live. Yes, same way in our life. We all are human beings, right? In our life, if you take, there are different stages. Yes, now you are a boy or a girl. Before some years, you are a small baby, right? You are born from your mother's womb and you are a small baby. Slowly you have grown and you have become a boy or a girl. After some more years, you will become an youngster, that is teenager, like how our 9th class, 10th class, akkas, annas are there. Like that you will become an young or a teenager or an adolescent child. Then after some more years, you will become an adult like your father and mother. Then after some more years you will become old, right? So that is our life cycle, from a small baby, then a boy or girl, then a teenager or adolescent child, and then an adult. And after adult, some more years over, we will grow older. This is our life cycle. This is our life cycle, right? Different stages in our human being's life. Same way, if you talk about the when we take the life of the insects, they do have different stages, like how we have different stages in our life. Yes, so today's class we are going to learn about the life cycle of an ant. We are going to take ant as an example. Like ants life, in every insect there will be different stages. So that's what today we are going to learn. All the insects, they lay eggs. They lay so many eggs. And from the egg will hatch open and a worm like small thing will come out, which is called the larva. And that larva will again grow and they'll eat the leaves, or depending upon the insect, they will eat and they'll grow into pupa, and from the pupa the adult ant will come. Yes, so when we take the life cycle of ant, we are learning up, I am talking about the life cycle of ant. There are different stages. The first stage will be the eggs. The female ants will lay the eggs and the eggs will change into larva. Larva will be like the worm. Then the larva will grow into pupa, and later the pupa will develop into the adult. When you see this diagram, you can see here the eggs. From the eggs will hatch open and the larva, so many larvae will come out. They will don't have eyes. They don't have legs. We know that now, by now you know the body parts of the insects, no? But when we take the larva, they will not have eyes. They will not have the legs. So they cannot do any work. They will depend on the worker ants. They will depend on the other adult ants. So how when you are a baby, how your mother will take care, mother, father and family members will take care. Like that, other adult ants will take care of this larva, and the larva will slowly make one cocoon surrounding it. Cocoon is the whole, like a one shell like thing, a covering the thread. When we it will spin around it with the how will with this thread is we can spin like that. They will spin one thread around its body, the larva. Then that will become a pupa. Pupa, no, it will be inside the cocoon. That is called a cocoon. So inside the cocoon is what? It is the outer covering, spinning. Who will spin that? The larva will spin and the pupa will be inside that. Slowly the pupa will change into the adult ant. So this is a cycle. Why do we call a cycle? Because again from the ant, the adult ant will lay the eggs. From the eggs, larva. The larva will spin the cocoon and inside it will be changing into pupa, and the pupa again they will change into ants. So like a cyclic movement. Like a cyclic means up and down, again and again this will get repeating. So that's why it is called as life cycle. Why cycle word we are using? Like water cycle we learned now in third class. say water will from the water bodies they'll go up and again they'll fall as rain. Again water to water again. So it is the cyclic movement will be getting repeated. Same way here also in the life cycle of the ant from the egg, the larva. Then the larva will spin the cocoon. Cocoon is the outer covering with like a thread like thing will come from their body. With that they'll make one outer covering, and inside the pupa will be there. It will grow into the adult. Again the adult ant, if it is a female ant, it will lay the eggs, and this cycle will be continuing. That is why it is called as life cycle of an ant. So same way like life cycle of an ant, other insects also will have the different stages in their life. Yes, so how we have different stages in our life like baby, boy, youngster, and adult, and old man or woman, like us, they also, the insects also have different stages in their life. And now we are seeing the life cycle of an ant. In your textbook also you have a clear picture of this. You can see and enjoy the picture, and you can learn how they are. See, eggs will hatch open, and larva, how the larva are small worm like structure, and they not have eyes and legs. So when they don't have eyes and legs, they cannot move, they cannot get their own food. So they depend on the other, usually on the worker ants to get their food. Then slowly they will spin one cocoon around it, and inside the pupa will develop, and then the ant will come. Now then the ant will be grown. Now in this, which is the first stage, children? Very good. Eggs are the first stage as we numbered here. Second, what is? Very good. Larva or larvae. Then the third one, pupa. Very good. Fourth is the adult ant. Eggs, larva, pupa, and the adult ant. That is how the life cycle. Why it is a cyclic? Cycle because like a cyclic movement, this will be repeating again and again. And one more interesting factor about ants are, the ants will live in groups. Children, how we are living with our parents, grandparents, and our uncle, aunt. Ants also are social insects. There are many social animals like that. Ants are social insects. They will live in groups. So ants group is called as a colony. They live in colony. Colony means they live as a group. If you take an ant group, there are different types of ants will be there. That is what we are going to learn further. So by now, I hope you all know what are eggs, egg stage, and then the larva, pupa, and also the adult insect will be ready. Now ants live in groups. Like ants, there are many insects which will live in groups. One more example is the bees, children. You might have seen the beehive. So many bees living in the beehive. You might have seen. Same way, ants also will live in groups. Where we can see the group of ants, children, where they will live. Very good. They live in the ant hill, right? They will live in the ant hill they will live. How they will live? They will live, not one single ant will live in one ant hill. No. Group of ants will be there. So in the group of ants, what all will be there? There will be one queen ant. Queen ant will be there. And there will be some male ants. And also there will be some worker ants. Worker ants are also female ants only. Queen is the female ant. Same way worker ants also female only. So there are some male ants. All these together they will live. Where they will live? They will live in the ant hill. Where they will live? They live in the ant hill. And in the ant hill, how it will be? How our house we have different rooms. Like that there will be different chambers, children. There will be different chambers. And in the chambers, these ants will live. And queen ant will be in one chamber, separate chamber the queen ant will be. Queen ant's work is to lay the eggs. This we have learned in 3rd class also. Just you recollect in English lessons and science also we learnt about this. See, in the one chamber, one of the chamber, separate chamber, the queen ant will live. And queen ant's work is what it will do? Queen ant she will lay the eggs. So that is, she lay the eggs. The first stage, yes, laying eggs will done by the queen ants. Yes, and then the worker ants will do the lot of, that's why they are called as worker ants. See, these worker ants only will build the ant hill. And they will take a larva stage. I don't know, they cannot see, they cannot move the larva stage. Who will take care? The worker ants only will take care. they'll build the ant hill, they'll take care of the worker ant, and also they will, if the enemies are any other enemies are coming to attack them, they will protect the ant and larva, everything, other ants and larva. So different types of work always, and also they'll collect the food and they will bring. Whenever you see ants, they are collecting and going, they are the worker ants. You can understand that they are the worker ants. So worker ants work is four different types of work it will do. One is building the ant hill, then taking care of larva, then also they will search the food, they will protect the complete other ants from the enemies also. Now queen ant, what is her work? She will lay the eggs. Male ant will also will help in that, but queen ant only will lay the eggs, and male ant will live for only for few days only. So the few days only the male ants will live. Then worker ants, what all works they will do? They will build the ant hill, take care of larva, they will search food, and also they will fight with enemies. So these all work the worker ants will do, and all together like this they have different works, and they'll share the work and they will live in the ant hill. See how interesting to learn about the ants. They live in a group and also they share the work. How we share the work in our home, same way they share the work, and each ant is having its own role. Yes children, now I have combined the two parts of the lesson into one, because I know now you all can do it faster, and you can complete the S3 sheet and S4 sheet on your own. After this watching this video, as our discussion I told in the meeting also, now you will take the textbook first and you will read. In your textbook, I think page 42 children, take textbook page 42, you have a beautiful picture of the life cycle of the ant, and also you have the picture of an ant hill. Just to read that what is given in that 2-3 times. When you read, you can clearly understand about the life cycle of ant. Then you will go to your, as usual, you will go to your S3. S3, you have the first question, you have to number the stages. By now you all know the life cycle of an insect. What is the first stage children? Egg. Second stage, larva. Third stage, pupa. Fourth, adult. So easily you can number that easily. By now everybody can do that. Next, how is the pupa stage different from the larva stage? Pupa stage, what is happening? Pupa stage, where is the where the pupa is? It is inside the cocoon. Larva is like a worm and no legs and no legs and no eyes, and they will depend on the worker ants for their food. And also pupa stage is the which stage? Third stage. Larva stage, second stage. So like that you can, from your understanding, you can answer the second question on your own. Yes, third also, see here, I don't know, we are learning about the life cycle of ant to know about the other insects life cycle. Here they are given the life cycle of the butterfly. Butterfly is already, you are familiar, because we discussed about the moth also. Yes. Now see egg. Egg will be the first stage, no children? Second, the worm-like thing is what here? Caterpillar. Third, the pupa. It is hanging, see, like a bag-like thing. What is that bag-like thing? That is the cocoon. Then the adult will be the butterfly. Easily you can number it. Then after this is over, very fastly, my smart children, they will take the ant hill part also. You write the date every day whenever you are doing the worksheets. How do ants live in a colony? They live in a colony as a group. Who all will be there in the group? Queen ants, male ants, and the worker ants. They live in a group sharing the work. And they ask you to draw the diagram of ant hill. Very simple structure you can draw seeing the textbook. And you write 2-3 points about the ant hill. Last question. How is your home and family like an ant hill? How your home is like an ant hill. You also have different rooms and in your home. And how do you share the work? That you can explain in a very simple way in 2-3 lines. So, and in your A4 sheet, after this is over, if you feel like learning more, you can neatly draw the life cycle of ant and color it mildly. You give coloring, shading you do, and on an A4 sheet, and keep it ready. This can be done in any notebook also. So reading first, as usual, first reading, then completing S3 and S4. Then you do the life cycle of an ant on an A4 sheet or in a notebook and color it and keep it ready for the next class, children. We'll meet in the next class.